when it comes to women's sports, especially within like the high schools and whatnot, I'm not with the whole agenda of allowing someone who is transitioning to compete against people who were born women. I just don't think that's fair. Bone density and a whole bunch of other reasons. This one young girl, this young woman that came out, she spoke about it, and apparently people didn't like that. People didn't like that, man. They had a huge issue, and she got a lot of backlash. Well, apparently the woke school board was ordered to pay $125,000 after punishing this young girl who did speak out against the young student that was transitioning, being on the same team. Yeah. Oh yeah, man. I'm starting to see a little bit of a turnaround. Things is changing. Let's check this out, man. Let's check out a few clips and let's talk about it.
We're here in Randolph, Vermont, where a group of high school girls is facing backlash for daring to speak out against a biological male using their locker room.
The school system is failing the volleyball girls. They are putting the trans students' needs above ours because it is one person against the 14 other on the team.
That's crazy, fam. A group of young women could come to you and tell you, I don't feel comfortable. Please, like this isn't right. And y'all be like, nah, F that, F them, the parents, all of that. Nope. That woke agenda is what's the best thing that we should follow right now. That's the most important thing, right? We got to look good to certain communities. That's what we rocking with.
I sat down with some of these girls, and they tell me that they bear no ill will towards this trans-identifying student. But they don't understand why they have to share a locker room with a biological male. And they're frustrated that school officials seemingly have no interest in their side of the story.
It's not fully the trans students' fault. It is much more the school board's fault. And they're failing everyone, not just the volleyball team, not the transgender students.
Big facts.
They just want people to be in trouble, and they're not trying to help make a change.
Bunch of tough, resilient young girls that want to see change, and they're uncomfortable, and they're just Vermont girls.
A male was in our locker room when volleyball girls were trying to get changed. After I asked him to leave, he didn't, and later looked over at girls with their shirts off, and it made many people...
This is crazy. That's crazy. And the fact that the school could just be like, nah, this is what we're going with, fam. This is what we're going to rock with. This is the go-to right now. We don't care how uncomfortable these young women feel. We don't care how inappropriate it is. Nah. Right? We want to make this one certain community in particular happy, and we want to look good in their eyes. I think that's foul, bro.
Comfortable and feel violated. I left as soon as I could in a panic.
I was the first one inside the locker room at the time, and the trans student came in and walked into a separate part of the locker room and went and changed while the other girls were in the main part of the locker room changing as well. As soon as the trans identifying student was done changing, they came out and stood at the entrance of the locker room for a little bit. A lot of the girls were changing in their sports bras and stuff. A lot of the...
What the heck are you doing? That's like, whoa. They were just getting a good look. I'm about to play the nasty song. Nasty song about to start playing, bro. Like, what was he doing?
Stated, like, can you please get out? We're changing. We don't feel comfortable with you in here. After a little while, the student did leave, but it took a little bit for the student to leave, and a lot of us were not comfortable with that situation. And it's happened before, and so we want just to be changed, really.
In a locker room, it's made specifically for girls, and so having a male with a penis in there, it just felt wrong.
When you tried to talk to your school,
horrible. I ain't going front. Yeah, this is crazy, unfortunate, and they really punished these young women for coming out and actually speaking out against this.
School officials about what happened. What did they say?
When I tried to talk to them, they just shut me down and said it was a law. There was nothing they could do, and that I should go somewhere else if I feel uncomfortable.
That's messed up, man. School officials tell the Daily Signal that they are investigating the matter and care about everyone's safety. Not the young woman's. Not the young women's. That's for dang sure. Not the young women's. I don't know what y'all talking about.
Citing another girl on the volleyball team, school officials claim that none of the girls were undressed when the trans-identifying student went into the locker room. The superintendent quoted another student saying that nobody was changing when the trans-identifying student.
That's not true.
That's not true.
A lot of the girls were changing, actually.
And when you say they were changing, does it mean like they had their shirts off?
The school allegedly is lying to cover. Yeah, let's let this nasty song rock.
Yeah. You nasty fam, you nasty. You nasty fam, you nasty. You nasty fam, you nasty. You nasty fam, yeah. You know your name. You
Filthy. Straight filthy, bro.
They were putting they were in their underwear.
Everyone was at like different points of changing. Some girls were already dressed. Some girls weren't dressed at all. Some girls were like in the middle of changing.
So why would someone say that they weren't?
I feel like everyone's just trying to twist the story on us and make us look like the bad people in this situation.
We're dealing with an issue right now where there is a biological guy that's been using the girls' locker room, and all these people are pushing back against it a lot. Has this happened before at the high school?
It's happened in the bathrooms a lot.
Wow. Well, these girls aren't lying, and you can instantly see that. This is crazy, bro. Wow. And he's saying this ain't the first time. This happens a lot.
Definitely more in the bathroom.
In the bathrooms as opposed to the locker rooms. Yeah. So have you ever been in one of the bathrooms or locker rooms and a biological male who identifies as a transgender student came in?
Yes, but they didn't identify as trans. They said that they were gay, so that they weren't attracted to me, so they were allowed in.
Oh, wow. So gay male students have been using the girls' bathroom.
What in my so-called life? Why? Older people will understand that reference. Why would you? That shouldn't be allowed. I don't think that should be allowed, bro. That sounds ridiculous.
Bathrooms?
In the past years, yes.
Wow. How did they get away with that?
The school didn't care much to listen to our concerns. And then when we did say something, the person, he would file complaints of harassment because I looked at him wrong, and file complaints against a lot of people.
Parents.
Wait, so they can file a complaint because you looked at them wrong, but you don't take the complaints of a group of young women seriously when they say that these people are in there taking looks at them? That sounds crazy. I almost played the nasty song again. That's nasty. That's nasty.
Parents told us that they are outraged that the school district and the school itself would allow such an incident to occur. They're bewildered why a biological male should be allowed in their daughter's locker rooms, and they don't understand why school officials seemingly aren't listening to their daughter's discomfort. They also said that they do not condone any kind of hateful behavior towards the trans.
Right. He said, are they serious? We understand about trying to be open-minded, but if they don't feel safe, they do have a right to speak out. And that's absolutely crazy. Right. I agree.
Identifying student, and they want the focus to be on their daughter's discomfort.
That's wild, bro. That is wild. I feel really bad for these. You know what? I don't feel bad because I feel bad that they went through it, but they apparently just won this lawsuit. Fam. Freedom of speech. But the fact that the school tried to punish them and shut them down for even stating their opinion of how they were against this is nasty. But yeah, sue the heck out that school. Set an example, fam. How dare you tell these young women that they can't speak out about feeling uncomfortable? Wow. And then it became a slippery slope. It went from, instead of just people who have happened to transition, it started to be people who were just like, I'm not attracted to you. So how do I know that? What are you talking about? That's not appropriate. That's foul, bro. That's foul, fam. Yeah, I do think that if these women felt uncomfortable, they had every right to say that they were uncomfortable. I think everybody has the right to say if you feel uncomfortable. You shouldn't be shamed into saying that you can't, right? But now if you try to use that as a tool and then like the situation is different and you try to do some fake Me Too stuff, that's a different scenario. But let me know what you think about this one. Hit the like button, drop some comments, subscribe if you haven't, and check me out on Patreon. It supports the channel and helps me out a little bit. I got dollar packages on there.